Hey all, and welcome back to KH3 Remind. Where are we now? The place where hope goes to die? I haven't heard Cherokee yet, so maybe not.
Well, it's the part of the background from your Windows 95 standard desktop, so...
Do you have to do that every time you pick? Yes, it doesn't work otherwise.
Yeah, you gotta whistle and fart every time you come in, otherwise we won't know what's going on.
So soon?
I keep forgetting it's voiced by Kari's VA from Digimon.
What's wrong?
Yeah, and as I've brought this up before, super distressing to hear her voice a more pornographic character. Don't ask.
Oh no.
It's just fucking scary, man.
So yeah, this is
Even with the power of
definitively
weapons,
post Kingdom Hearts 3 now. He's obviously trying to find Kairi, and he's all like, oh, can I use the magic of the gods to find her? And Cherokee's like, no, you fucking idiot, you've done this too much already.
A lot worse.
I mean, this is basically like when that guy, I'm trying to remember his name, he goes down into Hades to try and retrieve his dead lady, but he has to lead them out without looking back at her, and then at the last moment, he accidentally does, and then just locks her in hell forever. Basically, I don't remember who they are.
It's funny you mention that, because I know offhand that it's Orpheus, and the reason I know that is because I saw a tweet, and the tweet, I'm paraphrasing here, basically said, I would probably do what Orpheus couldn't, because I wouldn't look back at my bitch.
Wow, Twitter truly has everything.
And you'll end up paying an extraordinary price.
You fools! You've messed with the natural order!
Yeah, it's that Christianity thing really bites you in the ass when you try to work around it. They hate that.
Secret boss Yahweh.
Oof. Well, I mean, this isn't Persona, but it could get that way very easily.
Oh no, it's Hitler with sunglasses. How did he get past the MRP whatever?
Yeah, as you know, that gives him more power.
Will vanish from this world.
Yes, that's an excellent line for the trailer, but no, I'm being completely serious, sorry, you fucked, mate.
Remember when they accidentally leaked the trailer? That was fun.
Yeah, how did that even happen exactly?
I don't know, somebody just wanted to leak the trailer. That's been happening a lot, so part of me is kind of starting to think that might be a deliberate strategy to generate hype. I don't know.
Maybe, who knows?
That's the whole reason behind my journey.
You ever love someone like this, that you want them back so badly you're willing to tear apart reality taboos just to find them?
I mean, who am I gonna go out with? Selfie? That ain't happening.
Well, then this
It's kind of funny how Selfie tied to Wacko just basically disappeared from the series.
Yeah, I mean, like, he's so caught up in this weird universe he's built that he just excused all the Final Fantasy. Well, most of them, you'll see.
You won't be able to rewrite it this time. No matter what happens.
We forgot a background. Did somebody load this asset?
No, it's loading Sora's epic adventure, okay? Alright, I'll just make sure everything's in order here. And I know you're familiar with JoJo and Bites the Dust. Essentially, we're going back to the start of the endgame in Kingdom Hearts 3. So, don't get confused. There will be things happening on screen that you may have seen already, but trust me, it's in a different context now.
Hey, no, it's a good way to reuse content. But besides this new story content, may as well bring it up now. Remind also introduced a variety of new mechanics, some kind of tweaks, things like that. We'll see kind of some of them as we go. One of them in particular is the pro codes and the easy codes, the black codes, I'm sorry, where you can make the game easier, harder, depending on your preference, to kind of tweak it to, especially do a lot of challenge stuff. I see a lot of that. I'm not sure how to feel about that. It's nice to have the option to kind of make a game easier, harder for whatever challenge you want to set, but it does kind of feel like a sort of make your own difficulty mode. That's a criticism some people have brought up, and I can kind of see the point behind that.
Yeah, very true. You do have to start a new game to access those, I believe, so I figured I'd just go with my plain old New Game Plus file for this, because it wasn't too hard. I was pretty much at an appropriate level, so I shouldn't be struggling too much with bosses, and if I do, I'll just cut it out and put in a better take.
Now this is the third time we have seen this cutscene throughout all of Kingdom Hearts. They're getting a ton of mileage out of it.
Motherfucker, I sat through all 4 stories of Sonic Heroes. I can deal with some repetitive cutscenes.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, they did the whole 3 stories thing in Birth by Sleep, too, and there was a few overlaps.
I felt Birth by Sleep handled it a lot better for, like, a few reasons. Number one, you do the worlds in a different order. Number two, I almost skipped to 3 there. Fuck it, I will skip to 3. Fuck it, we're doing Kingdom Hearts 3, why not? They have unique bosses, and, you know, stuff is happening to them in their story, whereas it's pretty interchangeable for the most part in Sonic Heroes.
I forgot to wash my hair dye today.
It's me. I am now Richard Epcar.
Oh no, that's a terrible fate.
I think Richard Epcar eventually did a great job, okay?
Yeah, no, I mean, he's been fine in other roles, but again, it's kind of a casting thing. Never really felt he matched Ansem, Seeker of Darkness. But to be fair, you can't top Billy Zane, I'm sorry.
True.
By the way, she's explaining the rules. I guess it's a she, I don't fucking care. It's Kairi from Digimon. But she's been kind of, I think, explaining the rules for time travel? God knows they've made so much sense before.
Yeah, I believe this is the power of waking, where you basically traverse worlds by tracing hearts or some shit. I need to look this up, because even I was confused. And you know how, like, intently I focus on the minutiae of shit.
Oh no, I'm having an out-of-body experience again.
Okay, the power of waking. Let's have a look here. Let's see. Jensen said it's the power to free a heart from its sleep. And upon arriving in the final world and explaining the situation to Chirify, it explains that the power of waking is supposed to be used to wake and restore sleeping hearts, not to restore them from fading after existence. Because Sora did that 6 times already, he changed history, which is a forbidden act. And, you know, if he goes on to save Kairi, he'll be pretty much fucked, mate.
Well, I mean, at this point, he's already kind of fucked the spatial time-space reality as it is. What's another little crime? It's okay.
Who are you?
Huh. I don't think we've met a character just called Darkness yet.
Vanitas?
Ugh.
Specifically called out Vanitas there, so no, it's not Vanitas.
So is this like a new asshole, or...?
Let's just say there's darkness hiding inside Ven. He may or may not have a murdery side. Hold on, I'm just loading over here.
Dorothy's blowing in from Kansas, give it a second. Oh, it's this asshole?
Put her back in, she's not done yet.
Yeah, we gotta bake a little longer. But did they do this to actually kind of justify the existence of this boss?
Yeah, I guess so. Dark Inferno regular flavor, I guess, was a secret boss, I believe, in KH3 base. Here, I'm pretty sure he fights the same way, although probably toned down in terms of, like, damage output and whatnot.
Yeah, I think this is probably supposed to be, like, the normal version, quote-unquote, of the boss, and then you fight the actual version of the boss, which people are thinking is the darkness of that other guy from Union X. You know, the guy that helped summon all the Keyblades, and man, this sounds really dumb as I'm trying to explain it to you, I just realized.
All good fables do, mate. No, you're talking about Ephraim here, though.
Ephraim, okay, because he kind of sounds like Ephemeral. I'm not even saying that right. I don't know. Oh, it's been so long though since I've seen the flag Keyblade. I'm trying to remember the name of it.
I want to say Storm Flag, honestly.
I think that's it. Superman. Well, High Wind. Well, I don't know. Look, guys, it's been a while. Let me kind of ease back into the Kingdom Hearts bullshit, alright?
Yeah, especially with boss fights. It's like, what can you say? I'll swing the Keyblade and maybe cast Firaga from time to time.
Well, yeah, but if you're not taking selfies during the fight, then what's the point?
I've done it in colour with Ganondorf and Wind Waker. I'm good, thanks.
Well, I guess you were kind of bucking the trend a little early then.
Now, I will admit, this is a take I actually recorded after I finished doing Remind as a whole. Because, wouldn't you know it, I never faced the original Dark Inferno, so I had no idea what to do when he came swinging at me like that when the fight started.
Yeah, he's a little interesting. I'm not sure if he's gonna... Again, I haven't watched this. I don't know if he has all of his attacks. He may. I have seen a few of the normal Dark Inferno fights. I didn't fight him. Whoa, that's just... I've got stuff to do, guys.
The only tip I could give you is, if he's like folding his arms like some furry YouTube commentator, don't attack him because he will counter.
Yeah, he's gonna counter you with facts and logic.
Oh no, the rational side of Kingdom Hearts comes out to play.
Have you seen that picture where it's a YouTube thumbnail but it's Virgil. And the video is called Judgment Cuts, destroying people with facts and logic, and it's just his first boss fight with Dante in the background.
No, I haven't, but did you know that Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition should be out for Switch at the time this commentary goes live?
Oh yeah, it's got like a co-op play in Bloody Palace, and you can switch your styles on the fly, which is pretty cool.
Ha ha ha, look at me, I'm holding your Keyblade, I am powerful. Keyblade Master is me. Oh fuck! Ah, I've got it memorized! Well, Axel's dead. I'm coming!
Oh no, that's how fast he actually runs.
Got him.
Oh, is it time for this cutscene again?
Oh wait, it's time for this cutscene, baby.
Gonna hit them with the Final Flash. No, I'm sorry, not Final Flash, it's Galley Gun. He's got 2 beam attacks, okay? This is how my wife died!
Oh, Jesus. I have to look up the Zeta Flare scale again, because it's off the fucking chain.
Yeah, no, it's just like the most potentially powerful one.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Alright, let's have a look here. I'm scrolling down.
And all it cost was Axel.
Ah, well, we've brought other people back before, it's fine.
He should have just turned into stone like Vegeta did after he blew himself up to try and kill Majin Buu, and then he just fades away.
And yes, even for you, Syx. Okay, here we go. Thank you, Rice Bledsoe, again. A byte is 8 bits. Think of it as 10 something or scale of 1, then it's megabyte, then it's terabyte. Most PS4s or Xbox Ones have 1 terabyte hard drive space, and then we go to like mega, giga, tera, peta, exa, and then we land at zeta. So a zettabyte is the hard drive space of 1 billion PS4s. In Dream Drop Distance and Birth by Sleep we get Mega Flare, which is a screen clearing ultimate move that usually takes 2 command spots. If the naming convention applies, a Terra Flare would be 1 million Mega Flares. Then a Zeta Flare would be 1 billion million Mega Flares.
Yeah, figure out what'll kill me, then just dial it back a bit.
It's too much, it's too much.
It's my favorite boss. Or all of him in one gigantic line.
Sora, get together, Axel's fine. The merch, it's safe, the merch.
We haven't lost them.
Oh, and Kyrie, I
They
guess.
still have their hearts.
Got a little bit too close to Kingdom Hearts there. Gotta keep it Fujo.
Yeah, no, man, we gotta keep it even. Politically correct Kingdom Hearts.
Can you imagine if, like, you were watching part 5 of JoJo, and then Jono, for no reason, just turns to Trish and was all like, hey, you want a date? Imagine how different the tone of that part would be.
I don't know, part 5 can be kind of over the place sometimes, so...
Kyrie, Goofy.
Alright, that's a fantastic view of Donald's ass. I've always wanted to know what that's like. Look at him, he's just, like, comically prone like that.
It's too late for that.
Bill down, ass up, that's the way he likes to quack. Guys, anyone want to cast another Zeta Flare? No? Alright, we'll just let this keep building then.
Well, I told you Dorothy had the ball together, creating this tornado.
Just see the house and whatnot go flying by.
You never should have come to Nevada.
No.
And this is what Aqua saw while she was having very clear PTSD during the original cutscene. Jesus Christ, read a fucking book!
Well, what the fuck? It's like, it's me? But am I gay? It's just, I don't...
Does my hair really look like that? Should I dye it?
I mean, this is really metaphorical. It's just... Oh, okay.
So,
You played this expansion, right?
The first part of that was the secret episode of Birth by Sleep, I believe.
and now I feel it too.
Is this what cooties feels like?
It's icky. Aqua's inside me. Hell yes! I heard that.
Gigantic lesbian storm.
Horniness will be destroyed.
It's a fitting punishment, it's fine.
Boy, I hope you like the anti-Aqua fight, because here it comes again, asset reuse and all.
Wow, they really are doing this, aren't they?
I feel like they could have changed it up just a wee bit, but yeah, it's a fine fight and the music's great, so whatever.
We're gonna keep doing this until you get an S rank, young man.
Oh yes, indeedy so. Oh yes, you were off to the side and I still got you.
So, you know how this fight goes.
Yes, do we have any topics to broach while the inevitable happens?
We could complain about how they could have used it better in the main story again. I wouldn't mind complaining, period.
I don't really have a problem with how Aqua was used. Maybe if they did it sooner. Like, I've always been of the opinion that Kingdom Hearts, it saves its load until the endgame instead of tastefully spurting across the entirety of the storyline.
Of course, you had to bring that up when the hottest woman here was on scene, I guess.
That's you making those connections. I didn't say shit.
Listen, I gotta get some enjoyment out of this somehow, alright? And it's not my fault. And when they render her moving around, her tits jiggle just a little bit, alright? It's not my fault.
Alright, we're gonna hop aboard the pirate ship here, yes. Just make a sweet mockery out of this scene.
Now, I know they've adjusted, actually, the attractions a little bit. I think in the base patch, it's either in the base patch, I know there's, like, one of the codes that does this, that alters how often you get the attractions. But I think they did in the base patch where they just won't pop up as often anymore, so you actually have to fight on your own merits.
That may be correct. There's also, like, abilities that you get with Remind and so on. In critical mode specifically, you can turn them off for a ability called Critical Counter.
Well, that's good. I mean, you know, like I said in the original version, I like the idea behind it, but again, it came up too often and kind of, they lost their luster after a while.
The thing for me is, like, everything else, apart from, like, Rage Form and the attractions, has an in-story or lore explanation. Sora gets a Heartminder from Jensen that allows him to basically summon Meow Wow, the Dream Eater. That's fine, that's explained. Sora's clothes that allow him to do drives in KH2, get Yeeted Aqua, for example here, by the way. That's explained. But the attractions is just like, oh, they're just here, I guess.
And then, like, Rage Form comes back because I guess they're like, well, we heard your complaints about Anti-Form, and here's it, but better this time, so.
So yeah, we've seen all this before. No, Kyrie, me want you safe. Ah, fuck it.
And, yeah, well, I guess we'll just have to date Riku now. He's femmy enough, I guess it's fine. And then he's like, wait a minute, I already had this reaction. Whew, how are they gonna get out of this mess, Tom? I don't know.
Oh man, it's gonna be a pickle and no mistake.
Truly, it will be an embarrassing misunderstanding, but everything will get cleared up at the end, and it'll be right as rain.
Terra!
Then,
Terra, we found you!
Let me just check the files here really quick. I just want to make sure they're loading the video like they're supposed to. No, it's not in this folder.
I know that you're not him. Now let our friend go.
It's just me listening to our playthrough in the background while I'm doing something else.
That's kind of what Remind is for like the first third, honestly.
Pass through the
It's like you're watching This Is How You Don't Play Kingdom Hearts with HellfireComms.
Oh, blonde Kyrie, you're here.
Oh,
Sora?
Nominee, I forgot. And I think the game did too the first time.
What are you doing here?
I'm honestly not sure. I was going to ask you.
Like I did?
Look, do you have to float in front of me? I'm insulted. I mean, I gotta walk everywhere, but you could just fly, I guess.
Yes, I am a ghost.
Oh, his hair did the thing again. Good. Just checking.
Goofy is always ready to fuck. That's why I like him.
That's just... Wow, that slipped past my defenses.
Goofy is one of the only Disney characters who has canonically fucked. He has offspring.
Yes, thank you. I have unfortunately seen that comic. At least a panel of it, and I don't want to read the rest.
Well, you see, Max, you came out of my balls, son. Just saying.
the Keyblade will still be forged.
Some pronounce it fuck you, but the meaning is the
Because
same.
I'm still not able to.
He's so angry, so filled with rage. Maybe he could help.
Well, let's awaken his rage, and then we can do something about it.
No. Terra's heart is too steeped in darkness.
Ew, it's icky.
Instead,
You know, I think the only way they
brought out
could have
Terra's
made
most
Nominee's outfit worse
personal
is
and
for her
powerful
sandals. She was
thoughts.
just wearing socks as well while floating.
This is Terra's sadness, anger, lament.
The only cool part about him,
Terra's thoughts?
he thinks? What?
You know what? Nothing I say is gonna top that, so who gives a shit, really? Yeah.
I wish all of the versions of Xehanort were voiced by Christopher Lloyd. Terra Xehanort, Young Xehanort. That would have just been so much better, I think.
Stop it, you're gonna make me burst a gut over
And then
it.
you fight all of them at once, and all of them, Keyblade! Keyblade!
Oh, Kino has arrived.
Then the unknown soldier should have been voiced by Christopher Lloyd as well.
Ah, it's me! Surprise!
You thought you killed me, but you didn't.
Ah,
Terra?
you can call me Good Xehanort.
Impossible!
How I've waited for this moment.
As you can tell, I'm really excited by the possibility of fighting you.
He is a fucking disembodied series of emotions right now. Cut him some slack.
I am cutting some slack. I like, you know, the unknown soldier. I know he's not called the unknown soldier, but I've always called him that because that's what everybody was calling him before his actual name came out. I'll just do a flying body drop.
Level 3 super, poppin'.
Oh no, he popped it raw too. Please don't block.
Oh, Jesus. Ah, dramatic finish.
Yeah, that's what happens when you fight white squares online. Oh wow, are we gonna see more of the fight?
You are, and the music cut out pretty awkwardly, though.
Yeah, it's just kind of, well, the scene. I'll make sure. Okay, yeah, we found. I'm sorry, we lost the movie file and the video file, but I managed to correct the file path. Let's fight somewhere where it's empty.
Birds of prey showing, here we come.
Somebody use, like, there's a photo mode called data grading, but they should just have these characters, but then one of them is doing Vegeta's pose and one of them does Goku's pose.
Let's fight somewhere that's empty. People playing RE coded on Twitch. Perfect. Sorry, I had to make it Kingdom Hearts related there.
Master Xehanort
I am the shadow, the true self.
No, I am the shadow, the true self. Look, we're getting everything mixed up here.
Oh no.
Yeah, this is kind of awkward. I guess we should just fight and see who's what.
You must be removed from existence. At all costs.
I could have said something cooler, but I'll take it.
Now, what's weird is Pterodot clearly still has his armor appearer thingy, his morpher, if you will. So, if, like, he pressed it, would the armor just shoot off onto him?
That's a good point, I don't know.
These questions will never be answered, and maybe rightfully so.
Strong.
His rage hasn't been awakened. You can hear that music,
No
right?
matter who gets hurt, it's bad for Terra. Either way, you have to leave. Go to the world of ocean and sky.
It's the final world, you saw it.
Well, it's more like that vaporwave realm that plays whenever they take 80 songs and they play them real slow. So I thought this was going to be playable. The fact it doesn't appear to be is actually kind of sad.
Yeah, that's probably one of the letdowns of Remind for me. It was so obvious, I guess they just didn't care.
Now, I guess we got to explain the stand thing, I suppose.
Well, you know that's Terra, basically, in and of himself right there.
No, I got that, but I mean, they got to explain how this happened. Oh no, that's a beautiful helmet too.
Be gone!
I got to say his line, I'm glad. Mario pops up. It's a me! Oh no!
Sora joins the brawl.
Ugh.
Sora unlocks his destiny, is that better?
You know, I think apparently they tried to get Sora
I
for
can
Smash,
travel to
but I don't
different
think
times too,
Disney
you know.
was playing ball with that,
you
so
think
that's a
you were the
rumor
only
apparently.
That was a very unfounded rumor, so we'll leave it there.
Ooh, would have had a lot of fun playing this fight.
Come get some.
Hold on, here I come. Why'd you put me in the ground? I'm not a tree. I'm gonna squeeze you now.
I like squeezing.
I guess I should do something about this. No, not in my tickle spot. Oh no! Fuck! That sucks!
He's gone. Bye-bye.
Terra!
So, just in case you were wondering what happened to the lingering will, there you go.
I'm gonna salvage your parts and sell them for ingredients.
They turned into light. You ain't salvaging shit.
To make the ultimate sacrifice.
I don't know what he means by that. Like, are they gonna vanish from the world as well? I guess they did, except for the mainstay and all.
I guess we'll fight him here now. Okay. Oh, whoa, watch out, stand.
He came out ready to fuck is what he was.
But too bad I'm just gonna cheese the game with my summons now.
Oh yes, by the way, if there's ever a desperation move in a boss fight you're having a lot of trouble with in Kingdom Hearts 3 or any of the DLC fights, just pull out Simba or Ralph, anything with like a bar that ticks down slowly, and feel free to cheese it, because you can't die when you're using one of these.
Listening a little bit to this song, has this song been in the game before, or is it like a new remix?
In this game I'm not sure exactly, but it was the final boss theme of Birth by Sleep.
Oh, it's been so long since I've listened to that, so... Well, I mean, it's not a bad song, so I'm glad it's showing up here.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, well, I kicked the unknown soldier's ass. You're not gonna be too bad.
Got him. And now my fireball.
You know, this would be really bad for Terra. Let me bash him in the balls like 50 times over and over.
Like, when Terra wakes up, he's gonna be like, why do I taste blood, Sora?
No. He's because he got hit in the balls 50 times. Why do I taste blood, Sora? Oh no!
Oh, Jason Dorig, what happened to you? Big shades of Ansem KH1 here in his second phase.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it. Yeah, he's got to do his, like, I'm just gonna fold my arms and let my stand do all the work. There we go. I've always liked the, you know, the attacks, the fights that do involve Guardian. I just like stand-based combat in general. Even if it's not a quote-unquote stand, I just like the idea of having this summon kind of fight where you're commanding him from a distance, shit like that. That's why I'm, you know, liking Astral Chain so much, is because I get to do that.
You know, I wouldn't have gone now just reading your tweets, by the way. Not nice when it's turned around on you, is it?
Well, to be fair, the only really things I've tweeted about Astral Chain is the camera's a little butt, and Maria's fucking hot, and I can totally see why Alan wants to do her.
Okay, that's perfectly fair.
Just grab her by the tail and just smash her, and she just bubbles in his face.
Oh, aerial nunchucks, the game has changed.
I mean, King Triton was a Keyblade master. I'm a master of his daughter in one ways than one.
Hey, let's not spread misinformation. There was just a plot point in which he knew about the Keyblade that has never been resolved. That's the difference.
Yeah, because I think Nomura forgot.
Kind of like Araki in that regard, but Nomura has a better penchant for remembering things that happened in earlier games, shall we say?
Yeah, I think he had to get the CEO to help him with that one, though.
I don't know who this mysterious CEO is, honestly.
Of Square Enix?
Okay. Sega Raptor, that's basically what we're saying here.
Oof. Hard fight, but I'm glad that was done.
Sometimes the biggest stretch is the best one.
I'm gonna grab your head again. That's my technique. I grab people by the heads. I'm the head grabber.
No, don't turn Sora into bread, no! Ah, it stinks!
Get out of my ribcage.
That's it from us, guys. We'll see you next time when Sora's suffering jamboree continues.
Darkness awaits you!